Okay, so the brief was to increase Foot Locker's social following. And we needed to use James Harden, who is a professional basketball player with the Houston Rockets. And the idea two very talented creatives came up with was a game of horse, where users can play James Harden. And it would work just like the game would if you played in your backyard, but you'd be playing a professional basketball player and he wouldn't actually be in your backyard. Yeah, so users would submit shots, and they would submit their best trick shots, and then James would be in a gym live, and he would have to match those shots. If he matched it successfully, the internet would get a letter. If he missed it, James would get a letter. Getting a letter, if you know how to play horse, is bad. So the first person who spells out horse loses. So we're going to do this for 3 games, and it was going to be a lot of fun, and it was going to be cool, and the client liked it, and everything was great. So what could go wrong? That's kind of what this presentation is about, how hard it was to make this thing. Because apparently lots of things can go wrong when you do this. And we kind of found out the hard way on all of them. And I guess if there is a theme to this presentation, it's being persistent. I think it's not enough to come up with a good idea. You have to kind of stay with it. You got to believe in it. You have to really kind of make sure it happens. And in our case, being persistent was not, shoving it down the client's throat because they already liked it. Persistence for us meant that we had to keep solving for all the problems that came up kind of on the fly. And they had some legitimate concerns. So the first thing we realized is we didn't have the budget we needed. We didn't have near the budget we needed. We didn't have close to the budget we needed. And that was a reason for the client to pull the plug right there. And our solve for that was we couldn't hire a production team, so our producers in-house became the production team. And it was pretty amazing, and I didn't know they could do it, but they said they could, and they did. So we're happy about that.
Yep, and then the other legitimate concern is what happens if he doesn't make any trick shots, because he is a famous basketball player, and he has a little bit to lose with this, especially if it's a live event. The people that submitted the shots could take 100 and then just upload the one they made, but he only had 1 chance. So we created a system where we would have easy, medium, and difficult shots, and depending on whether he made or missed, we would feed him an easy shot after a miss to ensure he felt comfortable.
Yeah, we were glad that he is as good as he looks, and he hit a lot of trick shots, so we had good.
Meerkat and Periscope weren't invented yet, and our geniuses at BBDO figured out that you could edit inside YouTube, so we were able to actually put the footage into YouTube, edit it in YouTube, and upload it instantly.
Why don't we just skip to the last one? What happens if he doesn't show up? It's a live event. Athletes do that sometimes.
And that is the important lesson, which is sometimes you just got to say fuck it and have a little bit of faith. So.
All right. I think we did that in time. Thank you.